Okay, so I'm going to do a YouTube video today about four programs that I adore and I'll watch over and over and over again. I got my sister watching two of them. I'm waiting to get her to start watching the other ones that I watch, which would be rather quite funny. So number one, I first started watching this whenever it came out because obviously this came out before any of the rest of them. It's called True Blood. For vampire fans out there, this is the main one because it's like these are the proper bad vampires. Like these are the really bad vampires. You know, the ones that cannot go out in sunlight no matter what. Have to sleep during the day. Who will gladly rip your throat out if you looked at them the wrong way. I mean, those type of vampires, proper ones. So yeah, that would be a big recommendation. Apart from, it gets a little bit odd, like during a few seasons afterwards, because everybody then starts to get superpowers and stuff, and it's like, if you're into that kind of stuff, then yeah, it's really good. But I stopped watching it after the fourth season because everybody started having powers and everybody was magical and stuff. That's that. No, that just doesn't. That just doesn't do it for me. The first season was all about the vampires. Vampires, vampires, vampires. People trying to kill the vampires. Taking vampire blood to get a hit. Like, people used, in this program, people actually used to drain the vampires of their blood to take a drug. Vampire blood was a drug because it was such a hit. And everything else, it's fantastic. The first few seasons, fantastic. The last few seasons, terrible, terrible. Whew. Right, after I finished watching that, I started watching the Vampire Diaries. Vampire Diaries is it's, it's so good, so good. They're on their fifth season now, and so they are. So they're on their fifth season. I've seen every single last episode, every single season of it so far, and I fall in love with every single last bit of it. I mean, yeah, okay, sure, during season 4 it starts to get complex and stuff, but I still loved it. I still wanted to watch it every single day. But my mum and dad got rid of my television and stuff like that. Because we were moving, so I missed half of the TV. So I've had to catch up on it, and I still just love it. I would really recommend this one if you're a vampire fan. Seriously, recommend this one. If you have never heard of these, you need to get out more. Um, After I watched that, the originals came on. Now, the originals is a spin-off of Vampire Diaries because it's the same vampires that are in that one. So it's you have to watch Vampire Diaries to be able to understand the originals. Because if you don't understand the originals, then why are you watching it? Why are you watching it if you don't watch Vampire Diaries? Doesn't go. The last one, number 4, is Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones. It's perfect. Honestly, it is so good. It has everything in it. It has dragons. It has knights. It has an annoying little king. Um, it's on its fourth season now, but I have only seen up to season 3 because we don't get Sky Atlantic, so I'm having to watch it on DVD or on the laptop. But I've seen the whole of season 3 now, so I can start on season 4. Thank God. But it is so good. It keeps you hooked no matter what. There's 4 different kingdoms. Like there's 4 different people, right? Fighting for one throne. And then there's this little annoying asshole who's sitting on the throne. But he doesn't care. He doesn't care. But yeah, there's 4 of them fighting for it, and there's dragons. There's a lot of fighting. There's a lot of head cutting off. There's so much of it. So much gore. It's so good. I even got my girlfriend hooked onto it. Thank God. My girlfriend and my mom, they're now starting to watch it. But yeah, those are the 4 things that I would recommend that you watch because they are so good and you will get hooked straight onto it. You don't have to be a goth, you don't have to be an emo, you don't have to be a teen kid, you don't have to be anything. You can just be you and you can watch these things and you can still get hooked into vampire stuff. And supernatural stuff is brilliant. Supernatural stuff keeps you going. It makes you seriously question what's really out there in the world. But I would seriously recommend watching these because they are so good. Okay, go watch them.